So the three of you, what did you go and see?
I went to see the Circus of Horrors.
And where was that on at, Paul?
The Plaza in Stockport.
Oh, right. And what did you think, Scarlett?
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
When did you go and see it?
Oh God, when was it?
24th.
Saturday the 24th.
Yeah.
24th of November. Okay. So what was the best thing about it?
It was hilarious, and there was stuff I'd not seen before, like live.
Like
just-
what?
Like the aerial dancers and the sword swallower.
Oh wow. So what else was in it, Paul?
It's just mind blowing. What, like, a lot of balancing things as well. Like, there was that girl that had a knife on her tongue,
Yeah.
sticking out of her tongue, and she balanced the candlestick on top.
Oh,
And
And
she
she went up
climbed
a
up
pair
a
of
ladder.
ladders, climbed over the other side, and went down the other side.
All while balancing this thing with a candle on the
And
end of
there
a
was
sword.
That girl as well that
With the hair, and they
there's
put
one
her
with
into
the
the
hair.
air by her hair.
yeah.
And she like span round really, really fast, and then she let up this thing, and there was like sparks coming out of her body.
And there's that girl that she got lifted up by that thing in her teeth.
Yeah.
She had like a piece of wood in her teeth.
Oh,
She
God.
bit onto it and
And they just picked
And
her
then
up.
picked her up.
That can't do your teeth
Dwarf
any
with the
good,
bowling ball.
oh yeah.
What was your favourite bit, Scarlett? Can you remember any of it? Any particular thing that springs to mind?
Not really. We've just covered every bit that I did actually remember.
Which bit, out of what they've just said, which bit did you remember
Vacuum
the
cleaner.
most?
No.
Yeah, remember the
vacuum
vacuum
cleaner.
cleaner?
Yeah, I do remember it, but that's no. I don't.
You're not sure?
I don't know.
Okay. So which bit of it do you think... Which bit of it was most interesting creatively, as a creative idea?
I reckon the two girls that were doing the acrobatics.
Yeah.
Like the two twins.
Yeah, they were like aerial dancers, but they were sort of like dressed as kind of like
Yeah.
puppet ballerina zombie.
Oh,
It
wow.
was sort of like emo ballerina zombies.
Yeah, they were
Basically.
like ballerina, but the way they were like walking and stuff like that, it was literally like they'd been hypnotised,
Yeah.
and like the dancing was like puppet style, like someone was lifting dead arms up.
Creepy.
Yeah,
And they were like in sync with each other
yeah,
as
they,
well.
you know, like one would go up the rope and then the other one would do the hoop, but it was never at the same time, so you could watch
Right,
each
right,
one. It was
There was
just brilliant.
tribal dancers as well.
They were brilliant.
They were, like,
They were
just
doing limbo
basically-
and skipping rope that was on fire
Right, God.
and stuff like that, and doing all that
They
contortionist
just
and
kept
lifting
one of them.
each other
Like,
up.
one of them was stood there, and the three other people had just run at them,
And they
just,
do like a balancing
they just
act
balance,
with like
and they'd be
people
like
in
one
the
guy
air.
with. You'd have one on this arm, one on that arm, one
Right.
stood on top of him.
Right. So how long did the whole show last for?
It was about an hour and a half. Then there was
Yeah.
an intermission, and there was about another hour one.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
it was,
good. It's
it
a long
was,
show.
it was quite long considering, like, but yeah,
It started about 7, 8 o'clock, didn't it? And we got out at about something past 10.
Wow.
yeah, I think it was about 10 because I went straight to the pub.
What if someone said you've got to learn one of the skills that you've just seen demonstrated in that show, what would you want to learn?
Well, not that wavy sword swallower, considering he had to get the two ribs removed or like disconnected, didn't he?
Oh my God.
It was in the papers about a year ago. He got two of the top ribs disconnected, so that when he swallowed this wavy sword, you saw the ribs moving from side to side.
Oh, that can't be good for you, surely.
It was really interesting. I loved how they showed how sharp the swords were. You know, they get like celery
Yeah,
or a
yeah,
cucumber and just go like that.
Do you know what
Right.
I
And
liked
it was
as
just
well?
flying all over the stage.
That was not mentioned yet as well. Like, I loved the way they kind of had the music background to it.
Yeah.
It had like a sort of
Oh.
like the main guy that was explaining what was going on. They sort of had like it's sort of like a classic rock. It's sort of like Van Halen-esque.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
there was a band behind them
And
as well.
There's a
So
band
it's
behind
live
them
stuff
playing.
as well.
Yeah, there
And-
was, yeah.
Like the main organizer of it was like singing about what was going on.
Yeah.
He was like explaining what was going on, but by singing.
Right.
And sort of
Oh.
saying it was like, here comes the zombies and here comes the werewolves, and that kind of thing.
Cool. Sorry, go back to that question again. What if you had to learn one of those skills? What would it be?
I'd probably be one of the aerial dancers. I thought that was awesome. Or the one by the hair. He was also a kind of aerial dancer.
Ow, ow, ow.
I liked the whole balancing things.
Yeah.
Because I can I've done it like balancing, like you can balance things on your hand and you can sort of like hold it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm guessing that they were a bit better at it.
Just a tad.
What do you think, Scarlett? What would you learn if you had to learn something? If your life depended on it?
No, I can't even remember it now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
I don't know how these can remember so much about it.
I'm impressed.
I just thought it was hilarious. You know, some of the jokes and the stuff like that as well. The
Yeah.
jokes were hilarious. We were just absolutely wetting ourselves laughing, weren't we?
Like that butler that kept getting
That butler, yeah, the butler.
Great. Well, that sounds good. I wish I'd been there.
I'm going to see it again in January.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
God, you must have really loved it.
I
Do you
looked
think?
it up straight away as soon as I got home, and I'm
they're
going to see it again.
Manchester.
Loads of my mates, I've told loads of my mates
Oh,
about
right.
it, so they're like,
So will it be
yeah.
exactly the same show, or do you think?
Well, I think it's one tour, so I think it'll be very, very similar
Very
to what it was. But I could watch that all day.